From Gator Park on the campus of Santa Monica High School, it's time for Division I non-select quarterfinal baseball on the Rev Game of the Week. My name is Jeff Porsche, and along with Mike Moeller, we welcome you to Game 3 of the best of 3 quarterfinal series between the Benton Tigers and the 5th-seeded Santa Monica Gators. When we return, we will talk about this afternoon's matchup, followed by the first pitch here on the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program. Experience the best of both worlds as high schools seamlessly blend with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Earn your high school diploma and an associate's degree in biological science or humanities in less time. Get acclimated to college coursework and expectations, giving you a 2-year head start on your peers. In fact, 86% of early college option students earn both a high school diploma and associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. And ECO students achieve an average ACT score of 24. You can enjoy a smaller learning environment that fosters collaborative learning, yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook cost. Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where your future begins today. Enroll for next year and seize the opportunity of a lifetime.
Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. We are here at Gator Park for Game 3, the rubber match between Benton and Santa Monica. I'm Jeff Porsche. Mike Moeller is here with me, and we've had some drama, as you see the Santa Monica Gators getting ready for Game 3. We were told that it should start about 3:45. They have started to admit the people back into the stadium, so we may be on pace for a 3:45 or so start. It's going to be close, and we'll just carry you all the way to the first pitch. As first we can tell you kind of how they got here and how we got to Game 3. Game 1, as we look at the the series in the quarterfinals. Let's talk about that actually before we get to the other stuff. We're in Game 3 of Benton versus Santa Monica. Mandeville and Barb, they have not started Game 2 yet. They're starting about now. I was told there was a weather delay for that one. Barb is still up 1-0 in that series. Live Oak has been eliminated. They lost to Sam Houston, were swept 2-0. And then Central and West Monroe, they were tied at 1. We're trying to get confirmation. We believe that West Monroe has won Game 3. We're just trying to get final confirmation on that one. But that's what we have been told. So the next team to advance could be the winner of this series, and they will take on the winner of Mandeville and Barb, which could potentially still have a Game 2 and a Game 3. We'll have to find out about that. But when it comes to what we've seen here this weekend, Benton came out and won 4-2 in Game 1. They got 3 runs unearned out of those 4, and they were able to hold on and survive a bases-loaded rally with no outs in the bottom of the 7th and got 3 straight strikeouts to end that game. And I guess we can bring up what we saw from that game, Mike, because the starting pitcher, Bryant, got the first strikeout in the 7th, and then they brought in a big closer and I mean big guy,
Yeah,
Tanner Webb. He came in and struck out the last two, and that's who we're going to see on the mound here this afternoon for Game 3 from Benton.
Yeah, I mean, it was like you said. I mean, there was one inning that kind of snowballed for Santa Maria, kicked it around a couple times, and I can't stress it enough. People probably tired of hearing me saying it, but in playoff time, you can't give away outs because those will come back to haunt you. And I mean, just think about the game we just witnessed earlier. I mean, you talk about the little pop up there in the third baseline. They ended up dropping, and everything snowballed after that. Santa Maria tacked on 3 runs. Before that, it was a 1-1 game. Momentum could have went either way. And it's something like that, whenever you give an extra and out, Trent Laporte ended up walking, and then 3 or 4 consecutive hits after that is what put him over the top.
And that was Game 2, and that game finished about 30 minutes ago. It was 1-1 going into the 7th, and then kind of the wheels fell off after the mistake that Mike alluded to. You had 4 consecutive base hits for Santa Maria. 6 consecutive batters reached base, and they got 3 runs across. And that was enough for Wyatt Ford, who just pitched a gem of a game. Gave up 1 run in the 6th, but other than that, he was just flawless.
Yeah, escaped a couple jams himself. I mean, they kicked around. He self-inflicted. He made a little throwing error on a pickoff, put a run in scoring position, pitched himself out of that. And then there was another error. I think Chase Kelly may have made kicked one at third base and gave a free pass to another Benton base runner, and Wyatt Ford pitched himself out of that jam as well. And I mean, that's what the difference is. You talk about what separates the good pitchers from the great pitchers, and things like that. It's the ones that can limit the damage. You're going to give up runs. You're going to give up hits. I mean, it's inevitable, right? It's the ones that can, just calm down, not let it bother them, file it, put it back in the back of your mind, and just kind of move forward, get that next guy out. That's the main, your main priority. Once things happen like that, you can't go back and, get outs once they're already on base. The only thing you can do is make it worse if you let yourself get all caught up into it.
And we're going to see Game 3 in just a moment, as you see Coach Bravada go into the home plate umpire as we are moments away from the start. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back and get the introduction of the starting lineups from the public address announcer. Game 3, Benton and Santa Maria. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Earn your high school diploma and an associate's degree in biological science or humanities in less time. Get acclimated to college coursework and expectations, giving you a 2-year head start on your peers. In fact, 86% of early college option students earn both a high school diploma and associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. And ECO students achieve an average ACT score of 24. You can enjoy a smaller learning environment that fosters collaborative learning, yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook cost. Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where your future begins today. Enroll for next year and seize the opportunity of a lifetime.
Welcome back to Griffin Park. Jeff Bush, Mike Mulder with you, and we're going to start Game 3 right away. So we're going to skip over the public address and the introduction of the starting lineups. We all know who's out here. We all know who's playing. So we're just going to go straight to the first pitch in just a moment. I want to bring up for Game 3, Santa Maria is now the home team. The host team gets to be the home team for Games 1 and 3. And so Santa Maria has that big advantage, not only home field, but the home team designation. And you see on the mound right here, we're going to see another good one for Santa Maria, Chase Kelly.
Yeah, Chase Kelly, he's going to come into today's game with a 1.78 ERA, 43 innings pitched. He's got a win-loss record of 6-0. Got 36 strikeouts and 15 walks.
And let's look at the starting lineup for the Benton Tigers.
Yeah, offensively for the Tigers in this third game, leading off is going to be Hudson Brignac, the shortstop. Hitting second is Bryson Pierce. He plays first base. The right fielder, Cade Bryant, hits third. Hitting cleanup, Caleb Frey. He's the designated hitter. Hitting fifth, the catcher, Griffin Sibley. Hitting sixth, the second baseman, Malachi Ziegler. Hitting seventh, Cannon Greer. He's in center field. And in the eighth hole, Hayden Millen, the left fielder. Batting ninth is the third baseman, Case Jordan.
So we are ready from Gator Park here at Santa Maria High School, and Game 3 begins as we see 1, 2, 3 in the batting order. No changes in the batting order. Hudson Brignac, Bryson Pierce, Cade Bryant. And so we'll see what kind of pitching we have left. Game 3 is underway, and a ball to Hudson Brignac, leadoff hitter for the Benton Tigers. 1 for 3 in Game 2. 1-0 pitch. This is outside. Kelly, we've seen him at third base. He gets the start on the mound for Game 3. Ooh. And a strike, and that's an emphatic call from the home plate umpire.
Animated umpire back here. You got to love it. I don't think we'll get them confused, the balls and the strikes.
There's a grounder to short. Mole scoops it up and throws the first for the out. 6-3, and 1 out in the first. And let's look at the defensive starters after this replay.
Well, defensively for the Gators today in the outfield from left to right, Easton Humphrey, Lane Swanson, and Wyatt Ford. On the infield, third base, Madden Murray. Shortstop, Ryder Mole. Second base, Landon Blanchard. At first base, Jace Moody. And the battery today for the Gators doing the catching, Trent Laporte. On the mound, Chase Kelly.
And first pitch to Bryson Pierce. Fouled back to the screen. And it's 0-1 to Bryson Pierce, and he was the catalyst for the Tigers in Game 2. The game they lost, but he was perfect, 3 for 3, and had a run scored. And had the stolen base in the 7th. 1-1. Fouled away. 1-2 in the hole. So our pitching matchup is going to be Kelly for Santa Maria, and you see a fly ball to left, and Humphrey gets it for the second out, as it's going to be Kelly versus Webb, the matchup. And with 2 outs, you're going to see Cade Bryant coming to the plate. He was the starter in Game 1. It was 0 for 3.
Pitched to Dandy yesterday in Game 1, though.
Absolutely. And first pitch, check swing. Look at the head coach, Dane Peavy, at Benton, and trying to get to Sulphur for the first time.
Yep, third season there. Done very well since he's gotten there. Mentioned in the game before, spent some time at North Webster, at Airline and DeRitter.
Doing a good job as the head man. And a base hit. That one was a solid shot up the middle. No chance for the pitcher.
Yeah, Bryant got the head to that ball right there. Shot it right back up the middle, stayed on it. Kept the hands inside, barrel straight to the ball, right back up the middle. Good piece of hitting.
So the 2-out base hit. Now Caleb Frey. Trying to rally with 2 outs. Fouls it away. Frey had a good game in game 2. He got the RBI to tie it up in the bottom of the 6th. Tied it up at 1-1, a game that Santa Maria eventually won 4-1 with 3 in the 7th. Frey was 1 for 3 with an RBI in game 2 and a swing and miss. So 1 strike away from getting out of the first inning unharmed. Runner going, and it's popped up, and the second baseman is going to make the play in short center field. Landon Blanchard with the catch. So Chase Kelly does his job, gives up no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first, no score between Santa Maria and Benton. And let's look at the batting order for the Santa Maria Gators.
Offensively today for the Gators, leading off is the catcher Trent Laporte, hitting second the pitcher Chase Kelly, hitting third the center fielder Lane Swanson. Batting cleanup is the second baseman Landon Blanchard, hitting fifth Wyatt Ford, the right fielder, hitting sixth the first baseman Jace Booty. In the 7th hole, the shortstop Ryder Mole, hitting 8th is the designated hitter Owen Roddy, and batting 9th the left fielder Easton Humphrey.
And they're going to face a really good one for Benton, and this is a guy that you're glad to have as a number 3 starter, the big man that we saw in the 7th inning on Friday night, Tanner Webb, and you know he's got some heat.
Yeah, he came in and just slammed the door. It's exactly what you want to see, right? Faced 2 hitters, 2 punch outs, both of them with the bases loaded in a pretty high stress environment. But that's what you want to see. Your closer's got to be able to come in with that kind of, you know, that poker face demeanor, if you will. He did that. He had a very live fastball and a nice, sharp, late-breaking slider.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's built like an offensive lineman, and he can get some speed on that fastball. And he's going to face a Santa Maria lineup that in their last half inning, the top of the 7th, looked like they finally caught their stride. They were struggling to get base hits, and they wound up bringing up 4 in a row and getting 3 in the 7th.
Yeah, perfect timing, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and, you know, 1-1 going into that last inning. And just to get 1 run is some insurance, but they put together 4 straight hits to even add on top of that. And that's, you know, going itself just kind of takes the wind out of the sails of the opposition.
Yeah, and you could tell that it was really frustrating for the pitcher, Allen, as he was a big rhythm guy, and you had the drop pop-up, and you had the little delay with the blood, and so that kind of threw his rhythm, and Santa Maria was able to take advantage.
Yep.
So now you're going to see 1, 2, 3, Trent Laporte, Chase Kelly, Lane Swanson. Laporte was the guy who popped it up foul and was dropped.
Ended up living to see another pitch.
And got the walk. And there's a strike. Love seeing this home plate umpire make that call.
I know.
0-1. This is outside. Led up on that one.
There's a slider right there, yeah. I mean, it's tough, you know, when you bring him in or actually starting now, you know he's got the gas.
Yeah.
Right, so you got to kind of cheat a little bit on the fastball. And if he can control that off speed, if he can get that slider and that changeup in there for a strike, it's going to be a long day.
And guess what he just did?
That's it.
You're a prophet. As caught Laporte looking. And he's faced 3 batters in this series so far. Nobody has made contact.
No. Nope.
2 strikeouts on Friday and 1 on Saturday.
The defensive lead today for the Tigers in the outfield from left to right is going to be Hayden Millen, Cannon Greer, Cade Bryant. On the infield, Case Jordan, the third base. Shortstops, Hudson Brignac. Second base, Malachi Ziegler. And at first base, Bryson Pierce.
And the fly ball to right field is caught for the second out, and you can just finish up the battery.
The battery today for the Tigers. On the mound is going to be Tanner Webb, and behind the dish, Griffin Sibley.
So with 2 outs, 2 quick outs, Lane Swanson comes to the plate, and that's I guess a sign of progress, Mike. You finally made some contact there. Made some pretty good contact. Took it for a little ride, but right to the right fielder. As you see, Brandon Bravada trying to get back to Sulphur, 1 win away.
He's in his 5th season. He's built quite the resume since he's been here. Nothing but success.
And that's sky high to center field, and Cannon Greer makes the catch. So this is a quick first inning. We've seen a lot of quick innings, and this might have been the quickest. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left after 1, no score. Benton and Santa Maria, Game 3, the rubber match. You're watching the Rev, Game of the Week.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Earn your high school diploma and an associate's degree in biological science or humanities in less time. Get acclimated to college coursework and expectations, giving you a 2-year head start on your peers. In fact, 86% of early college option students earn both a high school diploma and associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. And ECO students achieve an average ACT score of 24. You can enjoy a smaller learning environment that fosters collaborative learning, yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook costs. Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where your future begins today. Enroll for next year and seize the opportunity of a lifetime.
Top of the second from Gator Park, Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller with you. Benton and Santa Maria, the winner goes to Sulphur. No score. And 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Griffin Sibley, Malachi Ziegler, and Cannon Greer. And they face Chase Kelly, who delivers a strike.
Yeah, quick first inning. Again, I know we talked about at least we knew the first 2 games for sure were going to be well pitched. I wasn't really sure who was going to pitch game 3 if we had to play this one. But game 3 pitchers, both of them, excellent so far on the season.
And really only 2 pitchers on both sides have been used up. You've seen some really good pitching. As a drive to center, and look at the diving catch by Lane Swanson. Makes the catch. Got on his horse and made the acrobatic play.
This right here, great jump right there. What stands out to me is what all outfielders are supposed to do when they have to get on their horse like that. Keep your glove to the side. Run like you're a sprinter, right? A lot of times you'll see those outfielders run with the glove up trying to get there. That makes you slower. Glove up last second, right when he needs to catch it. Great job right there by Lane Swanson.
Awesome. And a strike call to Malachi Ziegler. He was 0 for 3. Sibley and Ziegler, the first 2 batters in the second, were both 0 for 3. And there's a grounder to third. First attempt by Murray this series, and he makes the play. So they make the change at third because Kelly has to come in on the mound, and Murray doesn't miss a step. So now 2 outs, just like that. And now Cannon Greer 0 for 3 on the day in game 2. Ball, first pitch. Foul back. 1-1. So it looks like Kelly's not going to be a guy that's going to give you a bunch of strikeouts. It's going to be, they're going to make contact, but just hit him where your guys are, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 36 punch-outs in 43 innings, so he gets his share. But, I mean, he's only got 15 walks, so you know he's a strike thrower.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, if you kind of have the mindset, hey, I don't want to pitch away from the bat. I want to pitch away from the barrel. A lot of times you'll get swings and misses when you're not even trying to. Kind of find yourself when you're trying to get those swings and misses. That's when you start, like, I don't know, getting yourself into deep pitch counts, and you don't last as long during the game. But whenever you're trying to, hey, hit this ground ball to second or hit this ball to shortstop or whatever, and you're just kind of pitching away from the barrel, that's when you tend to get more swings and misses.
So now the count is full. So Greer trying to reach. And he pops that up, maybe in play. Moody has a chance and makes the catch for the third out. So 1, 2, 3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 1.5 played here at Santa Maria, and no score between Benton and the Gators. So now you look at the success that Santa Maria has had in lots of district championships. They did not win district this season. That was Live Oak.
Yep, Live Oak just got eliminated too.
And look at all those appearances in the state championships.
5 of them just dominant in the early 90s, 91, 93, 94, 95. They had a couple of runner-ups, unlike the softball team who has never lost in the finals.
Absolutely.
The baseball team's got 5 wins and 2 losses.
So this is the 20th. This is the 20th anniversary of the state championship team in 2004. So this would be a good year to bring back the glory, as the winner of this game will take on the winner of the Barb Mandeville series, which should have started up about now. There was a delay over there. Barb is up 1 game to none. You're going to see 3, 4, 5. Excuse me, 4, 5, 6. Landon Blanchard, Wyatt Ford, Jace Moody for the bottom of the second. Landon Blanchard, he was 1 for 4. Got one of those 4 consecutive hits in the 7th inning in the 4-1 victory in game 2. First pitch, strike. So Webb started the first with a strikeout, then you had 2 flyouts. He's not given up a base runner yet this series. And they're going to say he went around.
Yikes. I don't know about that one. It's more of a, it looked more like a called strike than it was a swinging strike there.
Yeah. And Coach Bravada still can't believe it. He's still flailing his arms and everything. Doing his Earl Weaver, if you know who that is.
Of course I do.
Well, I know you do. I don't think our audience knows. Two and a swing and a miss. May have made some contact, and the catcher Sibley was able to hold on, so that's a strikeout. So the first out of the second, Wyatt Ford now coming to the plate. 2 for 4 and an RBI and a win, and a complete game win in game 2. This is high. I'm all looking for their first base runner of the day. And Ford's ahead 2-0.
Ford looking to get that fastball in her half that he turned on his last at bat. There it is.
And look at it. You're on fire, Mike. That's why we pay you all the money.
Yeah, right. No, that's that ball. I mean, he's seeing that pitch well. He's putting a good swing on that pitch. That's almost identical to the pitch that he lined for a double his last at bat. kept his hands back just a little bit longer on that one.
So now both teams have one hit. Ford at first base. Moody at the plate. Breaking ball a little late. Crossing over. Ball one. Jace Moody 1 for 2 with a run scored. He got the run in the third that made it 1-0 on the Humphrey base hit. And Sibley frames it. Home plate umpire doesn't like it anyway.
A little bit too tall. Split the plate just up.
Not a big lead, but they're going to go to first anyway. Let's look here. Ford's got 5 bags. Not a lot. Not much of a threat. And that may have been tipped.
Good rip, 2-0.
Took a shot. Two-one. 3-1.
Went to the quick pitch right there.
Yep.
Pretty worried about Ford over there at first. I don't think Ford's really
I don't
a
see
threat.
him. No, and he's not even past the crescent over there at first base.
He's got 5 bags on the year, so it's
Yeah. But most of the time we see the good base runners get at least 2 feet past the crescent. He's inside of it completely. Count now full, 3-2. 1 out, Ford at first. No score. Bottom of the second. And that's a bouncer, and he only plays at first. Webb to Pierce, 1-3 for the second out, and Ford advances to second base.
it's like a sack right there, just off the end. Easy play for Webb, step and throw, only play.
Yep.
Try to get that out at first base.
RBI opportunity for Ryder Mole. He made good contact every time he came to the plate in game 2, but was 0 for 4. So we'll see if we can straighten one out here.
Well, sometimes you need that little shoo-shoo or maybe a little infield nubber hit to kind of try to start evening things out.
Runner at second. They can get him across. Sandoval would take the lead. A little better lead right there, I believe, from Ford at second. Of course, he's going to be going on contact.
Yeah, you got Ziegler holding him close too. He's gonna get a good jump. I mean,
Yep.
2 outs, like you said, definitely going on contact.
With Ziegler holding him, they got a big hole there in that second base spot. See if the right-hander can push it in that direction. And he hits one to third. And Jordan with the throw, 5-3, and the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, and we play 2, and we remain scoreless. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
The Gold Dome, not the one in Shreveport, the one in Sanamon. As Jeff Porsche and Mike Moeller bring you Game 3, top of the third. And Benton coming to the plate, 8-9-1. Hayden Millen, Case Jordan, Hudson Brignac facing Chase Kelly. And ball 1. Millen 0 for 3.
0 for 3, first at bat. You mean the first game?
Yeah, that's what I meant. The 5 through 9 went hitless in Game 2, so they need some pop from that bottom of the lineup here. Or just some base runners for that matter. That really hurt them in Game 2.
3-0. Start Jordan.
And doesn't like it. Ball 4.
Not sure where that one missed.
A little stingy at the plate there from the home plate umpire. And as I was saying, the need more production from your bottom 5. You get the leadoff number 8 hitter.
I misspoke. That was Millen. Yeah, I did say Jordan.
So Millen is the one who reaches. Now Jordan comes to the plate, 0 for 2 in Game 2. And he drops one down the first baseline, and the flip 1-3 for the second. So now you have runner in scoring position for Benton, and you got your 2 best hitters, Brignac and Pierce, coming up to try to carry him in.
You can always tell when the infielders are pitchers, too. They just look a little bit better when they make that play right there. Yep. A little scoop, catching, good soft hands. Perfect little flip.
Yep. This is outside. Good job smothering that ball by Laporte. The runner does not advance. Brignac had a hit in Game 2. The on-deck hitter, Pierce, had 3. So a good chance to pick up a base runner right here. And that one is to right, and it's in play, but Ford can't get to it. 1-1.
That ball carried all the way to the fence. Stayed in play. Way foul, but just inside of that fence.
Yeah.
A little bit too far for Ford to get to.
And you got to be cautious right there. You don't want to have a little flip or an injury. So you kind of had to slow down a bit. 1-1, 1 out. Top of the third, no score. Oh, that hit him. And runners on first and second with 1 out. And the hottest hitter in the ballpark at the plate. Everything Bryson Pierce has been making contact with has found a hole so far today. He's the straw that stirs the drink. Big guy, a lefty, facing the righty.
Likes to go the other way. A lot of his hits the other way, left center, left field. Even flew out his first at bat to left field.
And you saw in Game 2, he had the fake square and then pushed one to right field for a base, to left field for base hit. So he's got good bat control.
There it is.
There he goes opposite way to left, but plenty of room for Easton Humphrey. Runner tagging, and he's in safely.
Easton Humphrey with the grab.
So runners at second and third as the runner at first advances to second on the throw to third. So now base hit can score 2. We'll see if Cade Bryant can get another hit. He's 1 for 1. Winning pitcher in game 1. Going to try to contribute to a possible game 3 win here. Base hit could give him a 2-run lead. And he was going for it. But he misses. Had a walk from Millen. Sacrifice to second from Jordan. Hit by pitch to Brignat. And then the fly out to left, and runners advance on the fly ball. And count evens at 1-1. Had the base hit to center in the first hit of the ball game. Only hit of the ball game. And the ball misses late. First base is open as you get a good look at Chase Kelly. Trying to pitch. Send on to Sulphur. There's a grounder to second. Straight.
Balk?
Oh, they called a balk.
Oh, wow.
And a run scores.
Yikes. Not the best time to call a balk right there unless it was blatant. I missed it.
You're gonna have to educate me on this one if you see the replay.
The only thing I can think is that maybe he didn't come to a complete stop.
I don't know. It was the third out. Can't see it there. It's 1-0. And there's another bouncer to second. So the balk gives him a gift run as Bryant bounces out to second. 1 run on no hits and no errors and 1 left and a costly balk, and it's 1-0. Benton with the lead. We're going to see if that can hold up, if that's going to be a big play here in game 3. A lot of times so far this series, Mike, we've seen mistakes come back and haunt teams. You saw the errors in game 1 for Santa Maria. You saw the drop pop-up game 2 for Benton, and now you have the balk in game 3.
Yeah, I mean, as we take a look at the crowd here, I mean, again, excellent crowd, not quite as big as last night. We're on game 3, game 2 of today, but still a great turnout by all these fans. I mean, Benton, kudos to them, right? They travel deep, man. They come from a long way. They got a great fan base down here supporting the Tigers. And
that's not LSU fans.
No, it's not. But
they're wearing their Tiger gear, and it's purple and gold, but it's not LSU.
Exactly. But to get back to it seems like every first run that we've seen that's kind of broken through, you know, game 1, game 2, game 3 has always been, you know, maybe because of a little mishap.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of snowballed from there. Couple of, you know, the first game, Santa Maria makes a couple errors. Benton scores some runs. Last game, same kind of deal.
Yeah.
You know, the pop-up down third baseline right here. Another gift. Balk a runner in. And, you know, you think the fly ball to left field and the runner's tagging isn't really important, but, I mean, that puts them in scoring position, right, for you balk right there. I mean, if they don't advance on that fly ball, then the balk just gets them to second and third.
8-9-1 coming to the plate. Owen Roddy, Easton Humphrey, and Trent LaPorte. Swing and a miss from Owen Roddy. He was 1 for 2. His base hit was a bunt that was misplayed. Ooh, close shave. 1-1.
A little sniff right there. Up and in with that fastball.
So Roddy was a replacement in game 2. Was not the starter. Parker Guidry was the starter at DH. Guidry had 1 at bat, and then Roddy came and replaced him. And he's gone the rest of the way. 2-1. That's right. So 2-2. Again, you couldn't see anything on the replay because all we had was the follow-up. You couldn't tell anything that led up to that situation. And a strike called. And that is the third strikeout for Tanner Webb.
He just painted right there. That's a tough pitch to hit.
Number 6, Easton Humphrey.
Gas on the absolute black part of the plate.
Now Easton Humphrey. He was one of the heroes in game 2. Got the first RBI of the day that gave them the 1-0 lead. And that's fouled away. So 1 for 3 with an RBI in game 2. Down 0-1 in his first at bat in game 3. Benton got a run in the top of the third off a balk after the runners advanced on a fly ball to left field. And now 0-2. Strikeout.
Back-to-back punch-outs.
Yep. That's 3 and 4
Number 18,
for Tanner Webb.
Trent LaPoole.
You kind of got a taste of what he was all about in that game 1. He had the heat, and he's brought it back here. The leadoff hitter in all 3 innings has struck out. And he's got 4 in 2 2/3. Ball 1. Strike.
Almost like being the home team is the curse this weekend.
Seems like it.
Every time the home team has gone down 1-0 at some point in all 3 games.
So Laporte, you've seen a little hint of his power as he hit one out the park but foul in game 1. But that's going to bounce in the hole, and Brignac has got a great arm, and he throws him out. 6-3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning again for Sandoval. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We played 3. It's 1-0 Benton. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Top of the 4th, game 3, winner goes to Sulphur. Right now, Benton leads Sandoval 1-0. Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller from Gator Park. And Sandoval, as you get a good look at Chase Kelly. Between innings, I saw Coach Bravada having a little discussion, shall we say, with the home plate umpire. You had the balk in the 3rd that ended up scoring the only run of the game so far, and he was also kind of unsatisfied with the 3rd base umpire earlier on a check swing.
Yeah.
So he's getting his words in now. See what he can do for later, perhaps. Frey, Sibley, and Ziegler coming to the plate for Benton.
Yeah, in these games, I mean, every little bit counts. I don't even care, just a check swing. If that hitter ends up getting out, I mean, it might put, somebody different coming up at the end of the game, a different slot or something like that. Everything matters. It doesn't, it didn't, you think about the check swing, it really didn't matter at the time. Mm-hmm. But, if that hitter gets out, then four innings down the road, whenever you need him to be up, it's already past him because the lineup kept moving.
Count 0-2. Inside. And we've seen how the little things affect the course of a series all weekend. You saw we talk about it a million times with that dropped pop-up in game 2. You saw the errors in game 1. count 2-2. And right there, it wasn't just the balk, and you brought it up, and you were absolutely right. The runners advance on the fly ball to left field, and you get the runner at third. If that runner stays at second, the balk doesn't score a run.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how well advised it is to try to tag up from second on a fly ball to left field, but maybe they picked up on something. Maybe Humphrey was, kind of backpedaling.
Yep.
That's when you have your weight on, your heels, and pretty tough to make a good strong throw. And they picked up on that. But, with that being said, they both advanced, and that's how they pushed that first run across the board.
And there's a fly ball to left. And Humphreys got it.
Easton Humphrey.
And first out of the fourth inning. And Sibley comes to the plate, who flew out to center in the second. One out, fast-moving game again. Another pitcher's duel here at Gator Park. First pitch misses. And misses again, 2-0. Kelly so far, no strikeouts, but doing a good job getting the outs, and he may get another one right here. Is this going to stay in the park? And Ford makes the catch.
That ball carried a lot, huh?
Yeah, it did. More than I expected. Ball's blowing, the wind is blowing out to left center, so that's in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I thought maybe Sibley had done Kelly a favor there. I mean, it was 2-0. That ball was kind of up and away.
Yeah.
But he got some barrel on that ball right there.
Yeah.
All the way to the warning track.
It's a small park, but that still went for a ride, that's for sure. Look at that. Bender for a strike to Ziegler. Grounded out to third. He's given up a lot of fly ball outs, but they've all been harmless. Like I said, no strikeouts, but he's been very effective. One, 2 outs, and there's a fly ball. And another fly ball out, Lane Swanson grabs it. So all three outfielders make a catch.
F7, F9, F8.
So
sunk my battleship. Right?
No runs on no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and Santa Monica needs a run. They trail 1-0 to the Benton Tigers. And see a good shot of the
whole
Santa Monica
spread,
area.
the whole spread back there. Got the Lady Gator Park on the other side of that left field wall, Gold Dome in right center right there. Campus on the other side of the Gold Dome.
Yeah, and you got like the field house area behind center field as well. And then beyond that, you got Santa Monica High School. You can't really see much of the high school. It's kind of spread out, not a 2-3 story building though, but it's a big place.
More spread out than it is tall.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a beautiful area out here at Santa Monica. And then out to the left side, you got kind of the track area and the practice field for football, because about the only thing that's not on this campus is the football stadium. The pit is out at what is now Santa Monica Middle School.
Yep, which was back in the day Santa Monica High School. Kind of like East Ascension still has their football field at Gonzales Elementary. That was the high school, Gonzales High School back in the day.
So now 2, 3, and 4. Chase Kelly at the plate, and he went around. I'm sure that Bravato's not happy with that one either. Kelly, Swanson, Blanchard, 2, 3, 4. Did not go around that time. 1-1. Tanner Webb throwing a beauty so far. Already has one save in this series.
You mentioned the Actual campus is on the other side of that gold dome. Back in 2016, this entire campus was underwater. They had to redo everything at this school.
Absolutely. As you're going to get a drive and a nice grab by Ziegler. He drops it and throws the first. It's a good recovery right there. 4-3 instead of the line or the 4.
Number 7, Lane Swanson.
Yep, jumped up, kind of hit him in the palm right there. Ball squirts out, no panic.
Yep.
Took his time, made a good throw. Still to get that first out.
Strike called to Swanson. You bring up 2016. That was the year of the 1,000-year flood in Ascension and Livingston. And Santa Monica was out of campus for about 6 months.
Yeah, that's when they split with Dutchtown. They would go one half of the day, and Dutchtown would go the other half of the day, right?
Yep. Dutchtown would go in the mornings, and Santa Monica would go in the afternoons. They had school. Santa Monica had school from about 12:30 to 5 o'clock. And Dutchtown had school from about 6:30 to noon. That was a strange year. But everything got fixed. And there's a hard shot to center field, but the center fielder, Greer, cracks it down.
Oh, that ball was torched right there. Greer made that look so easy.
Yep.
Didn't have to move very much.
Blanchard.
That ball was hit hard.
Now Landon Blanchard, he struck out. And another shot, and that one is going to be stopped again, but this time it gets away, the throw, and I believe Blanchard would have made that anyway. We're going to give that one a base hit.
Yeah, good attempt right there by
Number 4,
Ziegler.
Yep.
Did all he could. I mean, left his feet.
And the throw, he was definitely there in time.
Yeah, that's a base hit all the way.
And the throw got away and just kind of bounced off the fence near the dugout and came back in play. This is a compact park, not a lot of foul area, so the ball's not going to really go anywhere. And you got the fence and you got the bricks, so everything's going to ricochet back into the field of play.
Yep, you got to take that into account whenever you first get here. Nothing's going to die once it hits back here off the wall. A lot of those parks you see, they got some padding or even some fence or some net. And they kill that ball. The ball's going to ricochet here.
1-1, the count. Oh, that's a drive to right field. They just got under it, and Bryant makes the catch. For a moment there, it looked like he took that one out the park, but on further review, he got under it a little bit and harmless out. And so you get no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left, and then you get through 4 here at Santa Monica. It's 1-0 Benton. We're watching the Rev game.
Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Top of the 5th. We're at Gator Park in Santa Monica. Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller, 1-0 Benton with the lead. In this game, flying by. We played 45 minutes and 4 innings. Greer, Millen, and Jordan at the plate in the strike. Greer popped the first in the second. And the ball called. 1-1. 1 run on 1 hit. Kelly has thrown a nice one so far. No runs on 2 hits. Only being outdone so far by Webb. Deep pitching staffs all around. 1-2 to count. And the other thing, now that you've got to the 5th inning, bullpens have not been used. Now at this point, you can, if anybody struggles a little bit, you can just pull them really quickly and get another guy in.
And you still, if you got some extra innings, it's still only 1-0.
Yep.
Santa Maria ties this up. If it happens to go in extra innings, everybody's full of pitchers in the pen.
Really, the only people that are lost are the starters. Ford threw a complete game in game 2. Everybody has gotten to the 6th or further.
Yeah, you're right. All starters.
Yep.
It's impressive.
I think we had 2 that went 6, or 1 went 7, 1 went 6, and then 2 went 6 in the 3rd. And there's a pop-up. Ford makes the catch. And so the last 4 outs, to left, to right, to center, to right.
A lot of air under there, some hang time.
Yep. And no strikeouts. A lot of fly balls, but staying in the park. Now Millen walked and scored in that 8th spot. And that is going to be missed by Ford, and he will not be able to get extra bases.
Man, I thought he was going to grab that. He was playing like right behind second base. He was shallow.
Oh, he was very shallow.
He was played perfectly. And he still dropped in front of him.
Yep. So Millen has reached base for the 2nd time. He walked the first time, got a base hit right there. Now Jordan in the number 9 spot. Let's see if he's going to drop one or if he's going to offer.
Going out, he's going to be swinging here unless he's bunting for a base hit.
And look at that. Base hit. You know your stuff, man. So that's the 2nd hit of the ball game. Our 3rd hit, excuse me. It's 2 in a row, actually. So now Brignac is going to come to the plate with runners at 1st and 2nd. And 1 out. So let's see if Brignac can extend this rally. You saw 4 hits in a row from Santa Maria in game 2. So far you got 2 and not going to be 3. As
whoa, that ball
caught and nearly went over the head. That one had a little late hang time there.
Wow. That ball, see this pitch again. I mean, that's right down the center. That ball spanked, kept carrying. Almost gets over the head of Swanson. A little late, last-second leap.
Yep. So we got a fly to left, and we got a fly to right and a fly to center. Let's see if Pierce can fly to left. 2 outs, and the hit streak ends at 2. Ball. Pierce does not have a hit in game 3. Had 3 hits in game 2. He's fallen out to left twice. Two and 0. 1 out away from getting out of a jam. 1st and 2nd. 1 out, now 2 outs. And that one was pushed towards left, but way foul. So gets a strike back. 2 and 1. 2 outs here in the 5th. Game 3, best of 3, winner take all. Three and 1. Millen at second, Jordan at first. Three 1, ball 4, bases loaded. So it looks like Coach Bravada is going to have a conversation with his entire infield. We were talking about how you've got all your options as far as bullpen goes.
It's like somebody may be lurking over there waiting to kind of come in. We'll see if Bravada's going to pull the trigger. Nope, it's going to leave him in here.
This could be the last batter he faces, especially if he gets through this inning. I mean, you are in a situation where if you have any doubt whether he has any more left in the tank, you just pull him. Cade Bryant, he has a base hit so far today. A base hit could put Santa Monica in a big hole. They go to third. That's probably what they were talking about. Let's see if we can catch somebody napping.
Yep. Well, good job by Peavy. Coach Peavy for Benton. He's probably like, hey, look, don't get off the base.
Yeah.
He's probably, when you call timeout, something's going on. Do not get caught off the third base right here.
And I just had a flashback because earlier this season we did a game against East Ascension, and you had bases loaded, no outs, and they picked the runner off a third.
Yep, sure did.
0-1. And that's a shot to left, caught. And again, you have the fly to left, the fly to center, and the fly to right, and no run score. He spreads them out very evenly.
Exact same result.
Yep.
Last inning, everyone in the outfield got one out. This time there happened to be 3 people on base on that last out right there.
So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. That may be the end of the line for Kelly. We will see and let you know in the 6th inning. But you see some of the big names, and that's the 2021 alumni, some of the players that have been there before, and a great tradition here at Santa Monica High School, some of the great players throughout the years, and lots of pros, lots of college stars. We talked about earlier in this series about how it's strange seeing a Brignac playing against Santa Monica, because you had Reed Brignac, who played a few years in the pros.
And we made it to the big leagues. I mean, but if you think about it, we talked about the Santa Monica Lady Gators.
Yep.
Made it to the finals 9 times.
Yep.
9-0. And then I think the Gators, the baseball team, they made it there 7 times. So between the two, they're 16-2. Right?
Incredible. Yep.
No. Yeah. Is that 16? No, 14-2. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't win the Fields medal.
No, that's all right. But lots of great players. Talked about him. Talked about Ben Sheets. Played a lot in the pros. You had a lot of good people come through this program. Not just on the big leagues level too. You got a lot of guys that come back and they coach around the area. Dutchtown's head coach Chris Shakesnider, an alumnus of those great.
Everyone forgets about Kim Baptiste. He was my age. He played shortstop here. He was on third base when Joe Carter hit the infamous walk-off homer against the Phillies in 1993.
And we're going to see if they can have a little magic like that here. As you see Moody at the plate, and he's going to pop one. Will it stay in play?
Oh, wow.
He got it. He reached down into the fan area.
Man, what a grab. Let's take a look at this one. Look at this camera work right here. Excellent. What a great play by Bryson Pierce. That's exactly how you're supposed to play it, though, right?
Yep.
Go over, find the fence, and then make your adjustment according to the ball.
So Moody is a quick out, and Mole comes to the plate. That one gets away. And that's why you got a first baseman like that on this team, because if I was out there chasing that down, I wouldn't have reached the top of the fence. And he had to go down and get that one. And that's a pop-up a mile high, and Jordan is there. So you got to pop to first and a pop to third.
Yeah, big league pop-up right there. A lot of times you'll see some of those third basemen kind of battle with those because you know that ball's coming back towards the field. Jordan made that ball, that play look easy.
Now Owen Roddy, the number 8 hitter, 0 for 1, caught looking. One. Roddy getting his first start of the 3-game series. Got a couple of bats in game 2, and he's going to get to first base on the hit by Benton.
That's a slider right there that Webb kind of flew open on, couldn't get the arm back all the way through.
Yep.
Kind of a spinner. Hits Roddy right in the back.
And so he'll gladly take first base.
Any way you can right here, right down.
And that's a big deal because now you get the number 9 hitter Humphrey up, and they're going to go to first very quickly. And the advantage here is you got a runner at first, so if Humphrey can extend the rally, you get Laporte coming up, top of the lineup. If he doesn't get the hit, then you got Laporte leading off in the 6th, which is not a bad thing either. There's a bouncer, foul. So either way, getting Roddy on base is beneficial, in my opinion. One strike 2.
Good pitch right there.
Yeah, you can't do a thing with
Nope.
that.
Best thing you can do is take that.
And that's a shot, and it's off the glove. And now you got a runner in scoring position for your leadoff hitter and your RBI hero, Laporte.
Yeah, that's a good 2-strike approach right there by Humphrey.
He got the RBI in game 2 to get them on the board first, and now he's extending this 5th inning and giving Laporte a chance. And he's a guy that can make it 3-1. Boom, just like that.
Yeah, the Gators they'll take 1-1 right now.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying there's an opportunity, but not if you take a strike like that. And a good eye. 1-1. Roddy at second. Humphrey at first. 2 outs. Sandoval needs 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. And that's a bouncer or foul, and Bravada
Good play.
with the grab.
Coach Bravo.
So now in the hole, 1-2. Advantage pitcher. Probably won't see anything worth a darn to hit.
They had him way out in front of that slider. Probably go back to the well with that.
And then no throw.
Everybody's thinking that's a balk right there. That's
Yeah, I
it.
was
You
gonna
don't
say.
have to. You do not have to throw the ball on there.
Only the first.
That's like the thing to do. I don't care like at what level, whenever they make that move and don't throw, everybody goes ball.
Yep. And the change of pace gets him for the strikeout. And so no runs on one hit, no errors, 2 left. We have played 5 at Santa Monica. It's 1-0 Benton. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
See the wind blowing out to left center. We'll see if that plays a role in the outcome of tonight's game, as it's 1-0 Benton leading Santa Monica in this best of 3 game 3. Winner take all. Winner goes to Sulphur. And Chase Kelly is going to remain on the mound, but I'm sure that Bravada's going to have a short leash if he gets any kind of trouble. And he's going to be facing the heart of the lineup, 4, 5, 6. Frey, Sibley, Ziegler. So this is Frey. And guess what? A fly ball, will it be in play? Yes, it is. So that's that's 7 fly ball outs in a row.
That's it. First pitch out right there, though. This might be you might see Kelly just kind of cruise after this because, we talk about how pitchers, whenever they get into a jam, when they get themselves out of it, that's where they separate themselves, right? Those are the ones that are going to stay in the game a little bit longer because you are going to get into jams. You are going to give up hits.
And there's a bouncer, and good job by Madden Murray. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Bad thing is that ends our fly-out streak.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You see Murray right there does exactly what he's supposed to do. In between hop, just don't let it get by you. Let it hit you. Be that hockey goal that I talked about. It's going to drop straight down. That's what he did. Bare hand pick up, throw across the diamond for the second out.
Can we get that elusive 3-pitch inning? No.
Negative. And it's kind of 50-50 on that. If you talk to hitters, they're like, hey, a lot of them will be like, I'm not going to swing. I know he's going to pipe it, but I'm trying to give my pitcher a little rest in the dugout. And then 50% of the other hitters are going to be like, that might be the best pitch I get because he's going to try to get a 3-pitch inning. He's going to groove one.
And it's fouled away. 1-1. Crowd not as big as game 1. I think there's more people that have come in from game 3 than game 2 because, of course, more on the line in game 3. I think a lot of Santa Monica fans might have been like, well, we'll win game 2. We'll just come for the one that matters.
Yeah. The rubber match.
Yep. Well, they had total confidence because from the beginning they were saying, when we play a game 3.
You're supposed to.
Yep, you got to say that.
Whether it's pseudo confidence or not.
Yep.
You got to at least try to trick yourself, right?
Yep. 3-1. Strike 2. And full count. Trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. Got a 2-pitch, 2-out start. Now you go into a full count on hitter number 3. All 4. That one low.
Must have been down.
Yep, that's what we're going to say.
Yep, definitely across the plate.
Greer now comes to the plate. He popped the first, flew to right. Greer trying to extend the inning. And now having trouble finding the plate.
Inlow going to come.
This going to be
a
it?
little chat. I don't know. I don't know if Inlow makes the changes or not.
I guess it kind of depends on what he says, too. And you know a competitor's not going to say, yeah, I'm done.
Absolutely. Yeah, take me out. I don't want to pitch in this game.
Please, I can't
right?
do this.
Yeah. That doesn't happen.
So both teams have their little conference. And now Ziegler goes back to first after talking to his brain trust. Takes a decent lead. Not going anywhere. And there's a bouncer to Mole. Flip to second for the out. And a 6-4 force and a fielder's choice for Greer. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left. So now 5.5, and now Santa Ma's got to do something. It's 1-0 Benton. They only have 6 outs before they're eliminated if they can't get a run.
Yeah, 6 outs left to try to make something happen here. You're going to start this inning with 2, 3, 4. Putting some good swings on some of the Webb pitches.
Yep. The Webb, I don't think any pitcher is really in danger of exceeding the pitch count at this point.
I know, this is just crazy. I don't know if I've seen 3 games in a row, same 2 teams that have this stout of pitching.
And I'm going to tell you, like, we've seen some good pitchers here today. We've seen Bryant yesterday. We've seen Thomas Allen in game 2. I am most impressed with Tanner Webb myself. I mean, and not just because he's a big guy and like he's a big specimen. He's done his job.
Yeah, and his demeanor out there, I mean, it's just kind of, poker facious. I mean, he's not violent. A lot of times, you see these guys that throw hard. It's a really violent, kind of knee jerk mechanically. But he's pretty smooth, man. If you just see, like, he just kind of has a controlled fall down the mound, and once that foot hits, he's aggressive with that hand, and that's when it's supposed to happen at the end.
And we're not even talking about Chase Kelly yet. He got through 6. Only run is on a balk and hasn't struck anybody out. And still, no runs on the board except for the balk. 1 ball. And you'd hate to see a team not go to Sulphur because of the balk.
Oh, he was on that pitch right there. Fouled it straight back with some velocity.
Yep. And there's a bouncer toward the hole. But Brignac's going to get it, and he's going to throw it out.
He's got a cannon.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if he's going to third base side. He plants that back foot and throws a rocket across the diamond. Right on the money for the first out.
There's something about that name, Brignac.
In that position, right?
Exactly. And there's a shot to short. Guess who? Brignac throws a first and beat him by about half a step.
Bang, right there.
And now we got a 3-pitch, 2 out. Other side of the inning. Webb proving that he doesn't just strike people out.
Yeah, he came in with only 62 pitches coming into this 6th inning. Is that efficient?
Yes.
Jeez.
He's the man so far. Strike. And this is Blanchard, who is 1 for 2. Strikeout, base hit, 0-1. Oh. Well, we've seen it consistently not called, I guess, on both sides.
I think the umpire might have gave up on that one, thinking it was a fastball. That thing came back. It was a backdoor slider.
That's a drive to right, but it's going to be in play. And Bryant makes the catch, and 3 outs to go for Santa Ma. before they're eliminated. They have to make something happen in the 7th. We played 6. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. It's 1-0 Benton. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
We go to the top of the 7th, and Santa Monica still going with Chase Kelly. He's going to face 8-9-1 Hayden Millen, Case Jordan, and Hudson Brignac. So that's 8-9-1 in the batting order. The winner of Game 3 is going to go to Sulphur. They're going to play the winner of the Barb-Mandeville series. Barb and Mandeville are in Game 2 right now. That game is tied at 1.
Yeah, Kelly's done an absolutely fantastic job thus far.
Yep.
He's thrown 6 solid innings. Only run, we talked about it, multiple times since it's happened, is that balk.
Yep.
Got himself in the jam 1 inning. Everything other than that,
and there's
clean.
Mole, and he gets him by half a step.
With the 6-3 put out for out number 1.
If he can get through this with no strikeouts and only give up that 1 run on the balk, that's just clutch, even if he doesn't win this game. He gave Santa Monica his best effort here tonight. Jordan at the plate. Popped up. Blanchard makes the play.
Blanchard, big grab for out number 2.
And now, the leadoff hitter, Brignac, the defensive hero of the game so far.
God, he could play some shortstop, huh?
Yes, he can.
He's smooth out there.
I'm really impressed with their middle infield just all together, Brignac and Ziegler.
He reminds me of the shortstop at UL, Kyle DeBarge.
Yeah.
Same kind of stature. Cannon for an arm.
1 ball, 2 outs here in the 7th. And there's a drive to center and caught. Lane Swanson, and we're still making record time here. As we've played an hour, less than an hour and 15 minutes. We're in the bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors,
You just
nobody
keep
left.
trying to,
I know I'm jinxing it, right?
yeah, like
I don't know. I got nowhere to go. I can stay all night. So here's what's on the line. It's 1-0. Bottom of the 7th. The winner goes to Sulphur. So Benton is 3 outs away from their first trip to Sulphur on this 5A level. They've been a 4A team for a long time. They just made the move recently. And they are on the verge, 3 outs away from getting there and potentially facing Barb or Mandeville. Santa Monica needs to extend their season. If they can get 1 run, they can bring it to extras. 2 runs would win it.
Yeah, it'd be a milestone victory for the Benton Tigers if they can get there. Like you said, they've been there, as a Class 4A, but as 5A, beating 5A, it'd be their first trip to the semis.
And, they have gone to Geismar. They've gone to Santa Monica.
You want to
I tripped
clarify that? Just say Dutchtown. I don't think a lot of the people might not know where Geismar is.
Yeah.
That's where Dutchtown High School
Right.
is, whoever's listening from
Right.
up north.
Yeah, they've been to Dutchtown. They've been to Santa Monica. A trip to Sulphur is like basically going to Shreveport for them, right?
Yeah, and I wonder if they can get like some frequent flyer miles on the Greyhound.
Yep. But you're going to see if Wyatt Ford, the winning pitcher in Game 2, can lead things off for Santa Maria successfully. Takes the ball. It's going to be Ford, Moody, and Mole.
See if they're going to kind of pinch the zone here, maybe take until they got a strike.
Strike.
Okay, that's pretty interesting for a fastball, first pitch for a ball, followed up with a breaking ball.
Ball 2. Love how you break down the whole sequence. It teaches me so much.
I don't know, when you're late in the game, you got to think that kind of taking a pitch, but that would.
And that's a bouncer to first, and unassisted. I think he's arguing that it went off his foot.
Yep. First base umpire agrees.
Yeah, that didn't look like a regular grounder. So another life. I think Coach Bravado would have lost his mind if they were not ruled that.
That would have been his third strike.
Yep.
Check swing, balk, and then that one.
And there's a bouncer and another first unassisted. So same thing. 2 outs away from Benton moving on.
Number 22, Chase Moody.
Moody at the plate. He's 0 for 2. The first baseman. So Moody does have a home run. Wind still blowing out to left center. Strike.
He's feeling pretty confident with that breaking ball right now. Sandwell's got to kind of take note of that.
There's a grounder to Brignac, and he takes it with confidence. 1 out away.
Coming to the plate, number 3, Ryder.
Will Benton make it to Sulphur, or will Santa Maria extend the game? Or make it to Sulphur, excuse me.
The demeanor of Tanner Webb here, it's impressive to me. You know how big of an out this is right here? He is just not phased at all.
So Mole to shortstop and squibs it foul.
Last 4 pitches, all sliders. Another one.
1-1. You now reach the bottom of the order, so it's going to be a tough road for Santa Maria. And now they're 1 strike away.
That's a fastball, and that's a great spot right there. You're running those sliders off the plate, and then you throw that 2-seam that just kind of runs right back in onto your hands. Now you don't know you got to protect against both sides of the plate.
1-2. No way. 2-2. Tense moments at Gator Park. And there's a bouncer foul. Benton trying to make history. Santa Maria, been there, done that, want to do it again. And there's a bouncer to third, and he's got to wait on it, to throw, and a win, and the Benton Tigers have upset Santa Maria, and they're going to move on to Sulphur. As you see, the dog pile and the 13th seed comes all the way from Bossier Parish twice in 2 weeks and gets wins in Ascension and moves on.
Well, kudos to them. It's a milestone victory for Coach Peavy and the Tigers. I mean, it's going to be their first trip to the semifinals as a 5A team. You see the excitement of them right there. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's such an uphill battle. They've played 3 series already. I'm assuming the first one was at home, maybe.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So the last 2, you travel, and I'm not talking about travel over to like Houghton or somewhere like that. They're coming all the way down south, and they take two series in 2 weekends, and they're going to find themselves in Sulphur next weekend.
Absolutely, and if you want to give an MVP to this entire series, you got to give it to Tanner Webb. He got the save and got the 2 final strikeouts in game 1 and pitched an 85-pitch gem, 3-hit shutout in game 3, and he gets the win. But, I mean, just the pitching all weekend, nobody threw a bad game at all.
Well, that's what we expected. I mean, the series is, I mean, it was perfect. We expected the 1-0 game every single game. You know, first game, couple errors, should have been 2-1. Second game, 4-1, drop fly ball, 3 runs. That game was 1-1, and this game's 1-0.
Exactly.
So that's what we said. I mean, it was all that it was, you know, talked up to be.
Exactly, and that's a good job of recovering, because that 7th inning, they kind of became unraveled in game 2, and they kind of let it slip away, and you kind of thought, well, did they lose it completely? They didn't. They came back and they win on a balk, something you don't normally see. So congratulations to Santa Maria. They're going to come up just short, and you're going to get the Benton Tigers to take on either Barb or Mandeville, and so we wish them luck. And congratulations on beating 3 straight 5A opponents. You brought it to Ascension and Livingston, and you earned it.
Yeah, they're going to want to move down here to this district.
Yep. And unfortunately for us, that's going to close our season, as there's no more baseball, or softball, or football, or basketball, or soccer in Ascension Parish in the 2023-2024 school year. So we're going to be back next year with football. And you see what's going to come up here during the summer.
Yeah, you check that out. May 12th through September 1st, replays of selected games from the 23-24 school year. They're going to be live streamed on Rev Sports, the YouTube channel, for replay time. Sunday at 6 a.m., Wednesday at 9:30 p.m., Sunday at 6 p.m., and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Then Sunday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., followed by Wednesday at 7 p.m.
So our final in Game 3, the deciding game here in this quarterfinal. Benton defeats Santa Maria and wins the series 2-1. Final score 1-0. And so that's pretty much going to wrap it up. We'd like to remind everyone you can watch our games live streamed on Rev Sports 1 YouTube channel, as well as the replays on Rev TV channel 4. And thanks for watching this afternoon, and thanks for watching all year, and join us in the fall when we welcome a new school, Prairieville High School, into the Ascension Parish 5A district, and we'll be covering their games as well as Santa Maria, East Ascension, and Dutchtown. For Mike Moeller, I'm Jeff Porsche, and we'll see you in the fall. You've been watching the Rev Game of the Week.